Hey guys, what's up? You caught me getting up from under the covers. Speaking of covers, let's get into the album review. Hey guys, what's up? This punk guy here. Thanks for joining me on my review channel. Thanks for sticking through that corny-ass intro that I did. But I want to get right down to it. Let's talk about the UK subs, the legendary UK subs. This is their 19th full-length album released on Cleopatra Records, Subversions 2. It's a follow-up to their Subversions 1 album, which came out last year, also on Cleopatra Records. But let's look at the cover. There's not really much to it. It's just a picture of them gone through some Photoshop filters. Pretty cool. It's all gold inside, though. So let's get right into the review. So this album, like Subversion 1, is also a covers album. It's all 50s, 60s, 70s stuff of their generation, stuff they've been inspired by or grew up with, alumni of other bands like from England as well. But it's all done with the UK subs flavor that they can only add to it. And let me tell you something, cover songs can be a bit tricky, you know. If you don't change them enough, you're just duplicating the song for no reason. And if you change them too much, then it doesn't sound anything like the song. So you have to toe this weird line with doing cover songs, and I think UK subs really pull it off in this album. So this album definitely is a lot of fun. There's a lot of energy. Charlie Harper is 75, the vocalist, and he's still kicking it, still rocking, still hitting these songs with bangers. He does a really excellent job covering a lot of these songs. So instead of what I normally do of like dissecting a few songs here and there, I think I'm just going to go through and highlight some of the songs that I really enjoyed for what reason on this album as covers. So one of the songs they cover is My Generation by The Who, and I really like that song. They really kind of give it a garage rock aesthetic feel to it. It really brings up the energy to even the original song. So some of their song choices are kind of unique. They do Rockin' in the Free World by Neil Young, which is ultimately a super cheesy song, really rocking it up, making it a lot more fun than even the original. So the track We Will Rock You by Queen, they own on this. They really do make it their own in the most unique way. They give it that real street punk oi flavor. As opposed to original, it doesn't sound anything like the original, which is really great because this is something that could have gone totally wrong, but totally went right with such a classic song. It's really great. I hope they do incorporate this into their set list because, like I said, this is definitely my favorite track on the album. So with all these great covers, I would say if I was going to nitpick and there was a song that I didn't like, it would definitely be Season of the Witch by the Donovans. And I had never heard this song before, and I felt like on the album they put it right dab in the middle, and it really was like a slow percussive song, and I felt like it kind of took the energy away. But when I listened to the original, I realized why it was a slow song, but I just didn't feel like it fit as far as like numerically in the order. I would have liked to seen it more towards the end, you know, where usually ballads and stuff like that go. But other than that, it was like an okay song. I didn't really know it, but it's not because I didn't know it that I didn't like it. Let's get that straight. Because they also do Diversions, which I didn't know at all either by, sorry, I wrote this down, by The Equals. And I really did love that track. It's their opening track. Lots of great fun energy, and man, it's been stuck in my brain all day for sure. So in conclusion, this album is definitely inside the UK subs wheelhouse. There's nothing outside of their sound or anything different that you would expect from them. If you like the UK subs, you're going to like these versions of their cover songs. You know, it's great because sonically it's them. What they do is they take songs outside of their wheelhouse and they make it their own. So you can tell that they paid a lot of homage and a lot of love to these bands of their era and their generation that they grew up listening to. And it's definitely an album out of love, as opposed to a band like Me First and the Gimme Gimmes that is a cover band but does songs more out of mockery of like pop and synth and all that kind of stuff. This is a song or a passion project of love. So I think I'm going to give this album a 4.5 out of 5 stars, which is a really good rating for me. The only reason why I didn't give it 5 stars is because there were a few tracks that I didn't know. So it's not because of them, it's because I just didn't know some of the songs, and I probably would have enjoyed it if there was a couple more songs that I knew. They did do a bunch of songs that I didn't even get a chance to talk about. The Last Time by the Rolling Stones, which was a great cover. So this is a really great companion to Subversions 1, a really great collection of covers put together, and I'm glad they only came out a year apart. If I had to pick between Subversions 1 and Subversions 2, I definitely think Subversions 2 is a better album. And you're probably asking why I chose to review this album, and really it was just because it was a fun album. I saw no hype or no talk about this album coming out. It just kind of came out. But I want to let people know that UK Subs, the legendary band, is still putting out there. They're still holding it down. They're still coming out with bangers. So go get this album. And like and subscribe to my channel while you're at it. Let me know what your favorite track was off this one or Subversions 1, because they're both great albums, to be honest. So, until then, guys, I'll see you in another review. And like always, I'll see you at a show! Hey guys, thanks for watching that review. I am a huge fan of punk covers, not gonna lie. They're one of my favorite things to listen to, so of course I really love this album. What did you guys think of this album? And I'm so glad summer is here, summer is upon us. There's lots of good music coming out, so stay tuned for that and go and check out my old playlist and watch old reviews. Thank you, I appreciate it.